So the cloud. You may have an idea what it is in a basic form, but I'm guessing you may not have really stopped to understand it in any more depth. What I can tell you is that if you subscribe to Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, or any other major pay online content sites, you can principally thank the cloud. Without it, there is almost no way these services could deliver you this content when you want, where you want, on whatever device you want. Okay, instant movies. I've just sold you on the cloud's importance, right? The cloud is a great example of the evolution of digital technology. You see, with the rise in file sizes, the data being generated, and the huge growth in global online activity, the old system couldn't possibly operate. But first, a little jargon busting. The cloud. Why the cloud? Our files are stored up there somewhere, right? Pretty much. Obviously not a real cloud, but the principle is that your files are no longer stored on your machine, but on other machines out there. In actual fact, there are companies that specialize in huge file storage. They are all over the world, and their sole function is remote file storage. Back in the day, we all had computers with large storage capacities, and companies would need to buy lots and lots of servers to store their files and software on. These were expensive, they needed maintenance and constant upgrading, and either kept maxing out with high traffic volumes or sat idle, completely underutilized. And then, if there was a fire, right? Now, we don't have to carry all these precious files on our laptops. Combine this with the massive increase in the files we are creating, particularly graphic files, images, sound files, movies. It's become more and more in demand, and file sizes were becoming huge and unwieldy. The whole file management systems were creaking both storage and utilization. It was a perfect storm, and then the clouds rolled in. But cloud technology could really only become workable as online data transmission improved. With better connectivity technology, things like zip files, which is the method of compressing files, and streaming, which allows continuous file transfer, have both become possible. Remember before, large files were shared between users via physical file, like a floppy disk, a CD-ROM, or a USB. But as data speeds increased, it became possible to transmit or stream our large files rather than store them and manually transfer them. The cloud allows us to transfer large files without having to worry about getting that message, file size is too large, try resending. Cloud storage sites like Dropbox, OneDrive, Sync, and Google Drive allow everyone to access their files without having to email them to each other. We can access them so long as we are online. Some are free, and others require you to pay for the storage and transmission you use. You never have to maintain or upgrade your software or hardware, and it costs a fraction of what it did before. Since we can access files from anywhere, it allows us to collaborate on the internet. At the same time, multiple people can edit the same file or same report. People can leave comments for you instantaneously, and you can answer their questions. In the past, I would have had to send you a file, you would have edited it, and then send it back to me. This would result in multiple versions, no one knowing who had the latest. It was hugely inefficient. And probably most importantly, we can trust that our files are secure and safe and always backed up. No more writing your best prose and then your computer crashes. Your information is always saved on the cloud, so you don't have to worry about losing your files. It's a very nice evolution of technology. The cloud allows not just file transfer and storage, it offers much more, and it is changing our understanding of existing hardware and software models. So let's explore that now.